I wish I would have played as a kid. I did play as a kid, but then I quit. I was like,
Okay, so
well,
let
I
me,
didn't
all right, here are the answers for 1 through 4. I'm gonna do this section by section. And this was the calculator part. Number 4, you really can't do anything with that. Just get rid of the negative number.
So like for number 3 and 4, what is the negative? Like, does it go to the 1 or does it go?
Hold on one second, let me. Okay, so Grace is asking about the negatives. Remember, this is not a negative number, it's a negative power. Okay, so when you take this number 16 and you put it on the denominator, that negative goes away. So it kind of just disappears for number 3 and 4. You didn't necessarily have to write it as radical, okay? All I really want to see is the 1/2. For my online students, I'm going to put these in pen. So the key word here for the directions, just to let you know, remember, evaluate means I need a number, okay? I need this, put it in your calculator.
And I had to put 3, 4.
Yes, yep. Evaluate means give me a value. All right, let's move up to the next section. Here, so really good question. For number 5, not necessarily. Okay, but we need to look at number 6 because if you look, everything in here has the index of 3. Okay, you see the 3 here and the 3 there. If this 5 is not in parentheses, then it kind of looks like it's by itself. So just be careful with that. This is a 2/3. Number 7 is pretty basic, square root of a. So, yes.
So for number 6, I did 5 1/3 and X 1/3. 5.
You know what? I actually will take that. Yes, yes. So did y'all hear what Emma said? She's putting 5 1/3, X 1/3, Y to, yeah, that actually, I kind of like that better, to be honest. Yeah. No, I get it. That would 100% be okay. Number 8, this is an utmost. Again, Emma, you could have done this.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
Okay. It's still the same thing, right?
Yeah. And then number 9 is 63 1/4. And number 10, make sure you get this one right because you notice the index was the same. It's the understood 2, right? And then you have an X with a 1 power and then Y to the 5th. Number 10 kind of makes all this make sense to me. So there's 1 through 10. Yes, ma'am.
So on number 5, what if we had 3 root x with like the 2 next to the x?
Here?
Yeah.
That's
like
fine.
Inside the radical.
That's fine. Yes.
For 8, how did you get 6x to the 1/2? Is it just? Like,
Because it's all together, this is kind of what I would say they're kind of married, if you will. They're all one. All right. You can also write it this way, but I have it in parentheses to show that that 1/2 belongs to the 6 and x. Because if you look, 6x is inside the radical. Okay, so either one of these is right.
Because what I did, like, I thought that 6x was just to like the power of 1. So I did like 6x, and then 1/1 is just 6x.
You need the 2 because of the radical.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to flip it? All right, please make sure you get these right. All right, I have written in pencil, but I will write my answer and pen. Here, you're going to add the exponents. Okay? Guys, don't do these quickly, okay? I know they seem, maybe 11 and 12 at least. Just take your time.
I got, for number 11, I put 4 over y.
No, the 4 is an exponent. So there's no value. Guys, please be careful with this. You're going to add these two fractions and you get negative 24 over 6. Negative 17 and negative 7, you add them together, okay? Negative 24 over 6 is the same thing as negative 4. Okay, this is what Grace was asking a minute ago. This negative exponent is not a value. It is a power. You are not supposed to have a negative exponent. So therefore, I'm going to make this the denominator and the negative disappears. This step from here to here gets rid of that negative. You're not allowed to have negative exponents. I know it's been a while. It's been 2 years. So any questions on 11? And honestly, 12 wasn't that bad either. It's similar. You subtract the exponents here and you get negative 3 over 3, which is negative 1. So again, from this step here, you're getting rid of the negative. And if you want to write a 1 here, go for it. Okay? Please understand, you are not allowed to have negative exponents. All right, so for 13, we have z. First thing you want to do is add on the numerator, add these two exponents, and then you'll subtract. And you end up with 5 over 5. So negative 13 plus 7 is negative 6 over 5. And then you're going to subtract negative 6 fifths minus negative 11. You got double negatives. Okay, so that's why it's positive 5 over 5. And if you like me writing this, I'll do it. Z over 1 is just Z. Okay. Which one did I do yesterday? Did I do 14?
You did 13.
I did 13. Okay. All right, so let's look at 14. This is by far the hardest one. Okay.
What if we left it like that?
Where? Which one?
Well, I guess simplified that to the square root of 9 and 25. So I got 3 over 5.
Okay.
But I got 3 to 1/2 r to 5 over 2.
You can't have 3 to the 1/2. You got rid of the 1/2 when you went from 9 to 3.
So whenever we square root it.
So just a refresher from yesterday, remember 9 to the 1/2 is the same thing as the square root of 9. You remember that? And the square root of 9 is what? 3. So 25 to the 1/2 is the same thing as the square root of 25, which we know to be 5. Okay, that's where the 3 and the 5 goes. So those fractions, the exponents for those are gone. Now you subtract these. 5 minus 9 is negative 4. And then, negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. I kind of added a step here. So if you look from here to here, I'm just moving this r squared to the denominator because it's negative. Okay, to be honest, I probably could have skipped this step here, but I put it just in case.
If it's negative in the denominator,
Then
move it to the top.
Yes. Did y'all hear what she said? If you have just a made up example, I'll say 1 over x to the negative 4. Okay, so it's on the denominator, so where's it going to go? The top. which is simply that. Okay, good question. Remember, the whole point, you can't have negative exponents. Okay, you got to move it. If it's on the top, move it to the bottom. If it's on the bottom, move it to the top. And when I say that, I mean numerator, denominator. Okay? All right, how'd we do? Okay. All right. You had an extra side. You can use this as, fold it, do them again to study for your test. Refresher, reminder, test is Monday. Okay, we have a little bit more to go over today, which I'll start right now. And then we have 2 days of review, and then test is Monday. Okay? All right, so let's start and finish chapter 6. Amen to that, right? Okay, I actually really, really like this section because I'm super confident you're going to get it. Bless you. Was that another sneeze? Okay, bless you again. All right, so we're solving, which means we're going to have an equal sign. We're going to solve radical equations.
That was me holding in my sneeze potential or power. I like, when I sneeze, it is so loud.
That wasn't very loud.
That was just me.
Yes,
Most of the
No.
time.
there's a good bit.
Like 87% more.
Okay, so we're going to go over some steps. I'm going to give you a few problems and then we're done. Chapter 6 is done, okay? You'll have a few problems to do for this tonight for homework. Online students, please email me your homework that's due tomorrow. And then the rest of the week, we'll do test review. All right, so looking at, y'all see the equal sign? Right there. So we're solving for what variable here?
X.
X. All right, so the first thing you want to do is isolate the radical. Quick English lesson. What does isolate mean?
It means to separate
So what's in the way? I'm pointing at it right now.
that hole. You gotta get rid of it.
Right.
Vice president.
Okay. So going back to just solving equations. 7 minus 4 is? 7 minus 4 is? Thank you. All right, so now that we've done that, check, done, we need to eliminate the radical. Now, the last quiz we had, this was not your favorite part. I think it's kind of easy because it's a super shortcut. Does anybody have an idea? We need to get rid of this radical. It's like a quick step.
Just divide by 2.
Square it. Okay? We're going to square what you do on one side. Remember, we're equations.
You do the other.
Right. What you do on one side, you do on the other. Why do we square it?
Oh, I remember that.
You remember what's understood to be here?
A 2.
A 2, which is actually to the 1/2. Okay, so if I rewrote this, this is x plus 2 all to the 1/2. Please know you don't have to do that. Okay, I'm just showing you. And if you're going to square it, what is 2 times 1/2? 1. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just, that's just for extra info. So we're going to square this. What you do on one side, you do on the other. Guys, this is the easy part. This radical literally just goes away. Look what I'm writing down. X plus 2 equals 3 squared is 9. Look at that. Yes, it is that simple.
And you gotta get rid of the 2.
X is equal to?
7.
Sorry, I should have said solve. All right, so we just solved it, and there's a number 4 here. You're going to have to do this step. You're not going to like it. You're going to have to check your answer, okay? Because some of these, you're going to get an answer, and it's not going to work. Because the radical Okay, you know what number can't come out of a radical? It's a negative. Okay, so that's where you really got to check. Please don't skip this. Okay, you'll have one on your homework, hint, hint, number 10, I think. You got to check it. Okay, so let's check. Put x in. What is 7 plus 2?
9,
What's the square root of 9?
3,
3. 3 plus 4?
7.
Is that equal to? Yes. So this is our answer. If it didn't work, what do you think I would say?
Yeah, probably right.
No, what was the mathematical answer?
Not
No
possible. No solution.
solution. All right, let's do another one. Let me move my paper up. All right, let's see. This is kind of interesting. I'm gonna do a little squiggly. Okay. All right, look, first step, we need to isolate. Okay, we are juniors or sophomores. Let's get over it. Isolate the radical. What is in my way right now?
The 11.
Equals.
It's this negative 11.
It has a point. It has a point.
Well, I need it by itself. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna divide by negative 11. Okay, because negative 11, it's right here, you're multiplying. Opposite of multiplication is what?
Division.
Right. What you do on one side, you do on the other. Okay, why am I dividing by negative 11? I need the numbers to cancel. See? All right, now, okay, look on your left side of the equal sign. Negative 11 divided by negative 11 is what?
-1.
No, positive.
+1.
1 plus 6x. All right, now let's eliminate. Eliminate the radical. Again, how do we get rid of this?
Divide by, you square it.
Square both sides.
But isn't there a substitute?
I'm sorry?
Isn't there a substitute still?
Yes. So that's why we're squaring it. If this was a cubed root, we wouldn't square it. We would to the third power. Okay, we'll do one in a second. 1 squared is not a trick question. Okay. Subtract 1. You're going to think it's no solution, but it's not. What's 1 minus 1?
0.
0. 0 equals 6x. 0 is equal to x. So we just solved. Okay, isolate done, eliminate done, we just solved. Now, what is our step 4 that we know we can't skip?
Yeah, check.
Check. All right, so now go back to the original problem up here. 6 times 0 is what? 0. 1 plus 0?
Just 1.
1. What's the square root of 1?
1.
1. Negative 11 times 1 is?
Negative 11.
Check. We are good. All right. Let me give you one where it may not work out. And I would even say this example here might be a level kind of hard. Okay. The next one I'm going to give you is not. Okay. So can I move on? That one? Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see. 2k equals negative 10. Okay. See that?
No, that was me.
There we go.
Sorry.
Okay. First step is isolate. Holy cow, can we move on, please? Isolate. Do we need to do anything to isolate? No, so it's already isolated. So the next thing we need to do is eliminate. Like Jenny said on the last one, there's an understood 2. So how do we eliminate the radical? We
Square
square
both sides.
both sides. All right, so you're going to end up with 2k equals negative 10 times negative 10 is Positive.
100.
100. All right, so now solve. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. K is equal to what?
50.
Okay, now, number 4, check. Let's check our answer. All right, 50. 2 times 50 is what?
100.
100. What's the square root of 100?
10.
It is not negative 10. Do you see?
Is that a problem?
No
What?
solution. This does not work.
Oh, that's weird.
That's why you check.
Would it ever give it to you with like absolute value?
Possibly, but not on your test. Does that answer your question? If it were here, Zach, it would be correct. Okay. Let's do one more where the index is not 2, and then we're done.
Can you even say the helper step in here?
Are they?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so if you notice, the only difference here is the index here is 3. Okay, so that doesn't really change much, but it will when we eliminate. So let's go to our steps. Number 1, isolate.
Go to subtract the 2.
Excellent, go ahead and do that now. Take 2 away, what you do on one side, you do on the other. So you're left with the cube root of 2x plus 1. 10 minus 2 is 8. All right, check. Step 2, eliminate.
Don't you cube it?
Bingo. Why am I cubing it? Because the index is 3. So you're going to take both sides to the 3rd power. All right, so you're left with 2x plus 1. Then you need to know 8 times 8 times 8. 512.
Dang.
She just small like that.
All right, so we now have eliminated. Step 3 is solve. Go ahead, do that now. Go ahead and solve. You will get a decimal. You will get a decimal. Okay. And I'm getting my calculator out somewhere because I know I've got to check. Is that what y'all got?
Yeah.
All right, now let's check. Let's put in this x value. So we have, here we go. 2 times 255.5, and you get 511 plus 1. You take the cube root of that, which I know is 8, and your answer is correct. So last step is check, and there it is.
I got 513.
Make sure you did that step right. Let me scoot. So your homework, I'm gonna go ahead and write it down, is on page 432. You can go ahead and take about 8-10 minutes and start it. It will be due tomorrow. Guys, there's no tricks here. You have, 8 problems? One of these is no solution, so make sure you do check your answer.
Never. So I can say here. Yeah.